Gonna try to run that back again. If I could tell you what happened, I would. But I genuinely don't have any idea what happened. So take 2 of today's Timeline T. Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? Welcome into Timeline T. I'm your host, B. Sam D, aka Sam Duzume Jr. Less preamble this time. This is take 2. Not sure what happened to take 1, but we're here now. So welcome and pull up. Zion, Big Wallin. Yeah, Script Zero. I actually don't know what happened, bruh. Like, my whole computer just said, nah, bruh. And I'm just like, wait, what? Battery's good, Wi-Fi was good. The stream just said, nah, bruh. I thought maybe them feds was watching. I thought maybe Zion had put the hit out. I thought maybe Zion was like, nah, dogs. You're not gonna air my shit out. But we back at it. We back at it. Appreciate the likes. I appreciate the people pulling up. But we about to jump into it. Way less preamble. You see it. Zion double dips his chip. If you're unhipping and not on the timeline, leave it up to me. Let me hip you to what's going on the timeline. All right, so Pornhub is Zion's best friend, apparently. He is picking out his baby mamas via Pornhub. So we are outside. We are out here, Scrub Zero. Yeah, man, it was wilding, bro. This stream just said, nah, bro. Zion put the hit out because he knows I got all the tabs. I got all the tweets, even the ones that were deleted. We got all the shit lined up and tabbed up, ready to go. Zion picking out his baby moms. You already know what it is. And, bruh, a gender reveal. Now, remember, Zion caught a lot of smoke for allegedly preferring a different race. And there was a lot of people, like, sniffing around like, yo, man, Zion gonna be one of those dudes? So he spun the block, went back home, and bagged him something. But apparently he's bagged a few somethings. And maybe kind of sort of allegedly knocked up a few somethings. So Zion, after having the gender reveal, which is a very nice ceremony, very detailed, 4K cameras, little drone footage, all that type of shit. And then the John that's on the side said, hold up, wait a minute. And yeah, I'm going to just let that sit right there and y'all can read that at your own leisure. This part is censored. I also have it uncensored. The tweet is still up. Clearly, Zion and his team is reaching out, trying to get, this lady, and I'm, we're going to show her respect, trying to get this lady to calm the hell down. But your man Zion is big tripping, big wilding. Big wilding, your man Zion. So I'm going to let y'all read that, okay? And now it continues, right? You could have told me you had another John pregnant. How was that going to work How was that going to work moving us both to New Orleans? You think I would have found out, Zion? Like, man, I let you in my mouth. Bruh. Zion, come on, man. You don't got no OGs, Zion? Zion don't got no OGs. Man. Bruh. And, Brandon Ingram, he tried to warn him. Because B.I. moves that way. Young Reaper, he moves that way. Yeah, Thomas, it's so, man. It's Zion's out here big wilding down in the boot, bro. Big wilding down in NOLA, yo. So, Mans is out here, gender reveal. It's a baby girl. He had a heartwarming message for the baby girl on the video. And then as soon as he puts that out, or as soon as that hits the timeline, here comes this young lady to air out all the real shit. That's why, fellas, you got to be careful, bruh. Got to choose your sides carefully. Got to choose your sides carefully, bruh. And then this one is the one to me. I motivated you to get back in shape. I let you all kinds of ways and film me on your phone, Zion. And you impregnate a low-budget porn star, DNA test, or I'm done. So again, imagine you just came off of the high of a gender reveal. You're finding out you're having a baby girl. You are with I'm going to assume you're claiming as your main. And then the side goes on an epic Twitter rant with receipts. She's got text messages. She's got screenshots from Snapchat. Fellas, again, you cannot be wilding on these apps. These apps aren't as secure as you think they are. That pic you sent, it's saved forever. If not in her phone, in a server somewhere. Trust me, you don't want to be that guy. Like, whatever you send can and will be used against you. Don't matter if the app says in 24 hours it's deleted, whatever, or as soon as the person reads it, that's it, is gone. Don't believe any of that shit. So it's everything you send, you have to be under the impression that this can and will be used against you. And Zion, Jordan Brand deal, probably got a Zatarans deal out there. He found out the hard way. Got a Rotel deal probably in the tuck. Man, how many bags did he trick off? I let you spit in my mouth last week, Zion. Pause. Like, dogs, are you serious? This is what your man Zion is up to, okay? And then the one that he's claiming as his main, she's telling it like it is, bro. She's telling it like it is, bro. Scrub Zero, Zion lost in the sauce, bro. I think it's more than lost, man. I don't know what's wrong with bro. If you don't got no OG, sometimes you can't go to your pops with every single thing. So I understand if he's not telling his pops, yo, pops, I'm out here juggling Mad Johns. I understand. But you got to have an OG uncle. You got to have an OG, period. Some kind of OG. Sometimes the OG could be a woman. It's not gender specific. You just need an OG. Clearly, Zion's on Jordan Brand. He could have went to Mike. Mike would have put him on because y'all know the story about Mike and Juanita, right? Do I have to tell the story of Mike and Juanita? Allegedly. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat if y'all need the Mike and Juanita story. Because if I can't understand how Zion can't go to the big homie MJ and be like, yo, I'm juggling a few. I'm slacking. I'm slipping. I don't know how to. Mike would have, oh, no. Come here and sit down, bruh. I got you. I learned back in 88 my lesson. So, man, I don't know what's wrong, bro. But if he had no one else to look to but the big homie MJ Jordan Brand, okay, Scrub Zero knows the story. Okay, good. Because sometimes I feel like, do I need to tell the story? Because some people don't be knowing. Okay. Time to post sock puppets for the rest of my social media. Yo, dogs, it's really bad. It's really bad. It's bad out here for him, bro. Thomas, yeah, he needs an OG bag. Big facts. I think every person needs an OG, regardless of gender, but especially if you're, in your early 20s and you're hundreds of M's up, you need an OG. And as we've seen with Ja, it doesn't necessarily even have to be your pops, because sometimes you can't even trust your pops, okay? Sometimes you can't. Pops out here running around thinking he Usher. You can't be worried about him, bro. Toy gun? Come on. All right, Thomas knows the story too. All right, so for some of those who may not know, I'll just give a really quick, Cliff Notes Wikipedia version. Mike and Juanita were dating. It was getting serious. Mike was not trying to wife it. He was kind of stringing Juanita along to a certain degree, allegedly. Juanita and Mike knocked it up. And allegedly, Mike was like, all right, we're going to handle this on the low. You hold that down. And she was like, no. I want the ring. And Mike was like, but nah, you could just have it. I'm not telling you to get rid of it. You could just have it and we'll take care of that. Know what I mean? And she's like, no. You Mr. Nike man. You want to continue your star to be ascending? Air Jordan. okay, if you don't want your reputation ruined, and I'm going to air out all the dirty laundry of you slaying everything that moves in addition to knocking me up, you better wife it. And MJ, I'm sure, went back to his peoples and said, yo, I'm in a jam. I'm not going to say Juanita trap Mike, but you can make your own conclusion. And she got the ring. She got the crib. And she has lived a very nice life. And Mike is still running around here in bootcut jeans at 60 plus. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So there is the quick version of that. But your man Zion, bruh, look where he's finding these Johns. Now, this isn't actually where he's finding Johns, but I mean, it ain't that far from it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dad looking like Usher. Yo, bro, he's buying in. He's buying in. That's his claim to fame. I'm Ja's dad, and I could cosplay Usher. I'm surprised he's not out there in Vegas trying to be part of the residency show. He could be a backup Usher. If Usher really needs to bounce out of there, but the residency has to keep going, I think Ja's dad could pull up for one night. He could pull up and get it off for one night. The cameras could zoom out just enough. He can't do all the stuff of floating in the crowd and, you know, going into the stands and serenading people. He'll take that night off from doing that, but I think he could get that off. But bruh. Now, again, let's talk about the top of this 2019 draft. You had Zion Williamson, who was the hand-picked #1 overall pick. He was a can't-miss prospect. Everyone and their mama said, you have to take Zion #1. Well, not necessarily everyone and their mama, because your man's right here was on the TheCMD podcast saying, I'm taking Ja. And it had nothing to do with Zion and potential baby mama drama. It's just, I thought Ja was more NBA ready coming into that season than Zion. And I still feel the same way. Zion goes handpicked #1 to the Pelicans, fresh off, you know, with Anthony Davis forcing his way out. They needed a new franchise star. The league rigged the lottery so they could take care of that for the Pelicans. Cool. #2 was the Grizzlies. Grizzlies needed a shot in the arm that is second smallest media market in the entire league, right behind the Pelicans, by the way. And they said, oh, there's another great, young, exciting star. We're going to give him Ja Morant. Ja Morant has been everything as advertised up until last summer. Up until last summer when all the nonsense started to get reported on. We're not going to say that's when it started because we have no idea. Stuff may have just been swept under the rug in Memphis, right? But now we got all the stuff that we've heard. Multiple incidents at the crib, his own crib in Memphis. Multiple incidents where him and his mans in them jumps in a truck and pulls up 7 to 9 deep at the mall, at a high school. Doesn't matter. They pulling up. Then we get the, you know, the 100 and what was it, 50K or 150K dropped at a strip club and waving, you know, the tool on IG Live. And it gets banged with, you know, the 8-game suspension that was really just a 2-game suspension. And now you have to look upon the fact of, all right, he got away with that. And now he's spinning the block 8 weeks later, 6 to 8 weeks later, waving a toy gun in the car listening to NBA Youngboy. Bruh. And I really got people hitting me up, you know, in group chats and whatnot. I think AB, I don't know if AB is here today, but he's asking, yo, is RJ Barrett now the best player from that draft? Knick fans will always Knick. Knick fans will always Knick. Knick fans were depressed they didn't get that #1 overall pick in Zion. But I mean, let's keep it a buck. If Zion would have been a Knick, this would have happened in 2020. I'm sorry. What took so long for you to knock a couple Johns up, allegedly? What took him so long from having this type of scandal like this? If he would have been a Knick, one trip to Washington Heights and he would have got this type of energy. One trip uptown. Dykeman? Zion on Dykeman. Are you kidding me? Zion on Dykeman? Problems. Man, Zion lucky He lucky he not a Nick, man. This would have happened. This definitely would have happened. Thomas, the next LeBron, supposedly, right? Yeah, they called him the next king. I mean, Shorty. Wait a minute. Shorty even said, wait a minute. Let me see if I can still find the tweet. Let me see if she's not deleting tweets yet, right? Let's see. I mean, good Lord. You see what's going on there. Let's see. Wow, she is still tweeting her feelings out. Oh boy, she's still going in, by the way. I deleted the video of the photographer pouring honey in my mouth because you told me you felt disrespected. And I come on Twitter to see you trending with a thought being pregnant and you kissed that. Why you hurt me like this? Why do this to your butterfly? Yo, she is tweeting through it. I respect it. She's putting up vids. She was in New Orleans just last week, bruh. Putting vids up. Bruh, I keep telling y'all fellas, man, be careful. I started getting knotless braids because that's all you wanted me to wear. And waist beads. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, because the pregnant John, she's got the same type of, yeah. Man, Zion got a type, boy. Zion got a type, boy. Oh, man, we sister wives now. Get with it or get lost, but I'ma always get more. He don't play about me when it comes to spoiling. I'm his princess. You are burnt out baby moms. Good Lord. What is going on, Zion? He hasn't coughed up enough bread to get her to delete these tweets? Again, this is why you need an OG. An OG would have said, yo, take her Twitter account away right now. That's step one. Get her to stop tweeting. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Don't call my phone until I see DNA? Bruh. But where's the LeBron tweet? Yeah, here you go, Thomas. I told you was going to be the next king next to LeBron. I motivated you. Your baby mom is the reason you gained weight. She toxic. I hate this for you. Yo, bro, what is going on? Zataran's in that rotel, boy. Scrub Zero, he was busy with the gumbo and the Big Easy. It looked like he was busy with more than gumbo. He was flying them in, moving them in. Thomas saying the gumbo and the Nola off the chain of the jambalaya. I mean, it's all the food is hitting, I would assume, out there. All the food is hitting. Good Lord. She is just airing every single thing out. And she's saying this is her man. So this is a side that thinks she's the main. Again, fellas, you have to be very clear. And women too. Y'all got to be very clear with where people stand. Because if you got them thinking they the main, when they decide, this is how your shit get aired out after a gender reveal. This woman is still tweeting through it. Again, here's the Snapchat stuff. Again, fellas, just because you think it disappeared off the app doesn't mean that the person on the other side didn't screenshot it. Don't Snapchat tell you when it's being screenshotted? Low key, that's why I had to get off that app. It's like, nah, I don't need no paper trail like this. The stuff I was trying to get off, nope. Bruh, couldn't even impregnate a real porn star, bruh. I warned you about trapping type hoes. And you didn't listen to me? I know the game. The bill was too high, so you had to scrap for crumbs? Bruh. I don't know what's wrong, but the fact that she is still look at all these tweets, more screenshots. More screenshots. Your man Zion. And why is he using Zion in the snap? Bruh. Why is he doing this? He's using his real name on Snap? He don't got the burner? Oh, man. Bruh, she started tweeting yesterday and has been tweeting. She started, what time was this? Yesterday at 4 o'clock yesterday. So she started at yesterday's stream. She is on a 24-hour run of just tweets. Just tweets. And no one has gotten her to take this John down yet. Bruh. All right, man. And as you can see from, her figure to this other one's figure, Zion got a type. So as much as people wanted to say he's moving for the other side in terms of he likes those white girls, when he came home, he went all the way home. He went straight to Wakanda Zamunda with it, even though it's created, even though it's BBL-ish, still. So anyway, your man Zion, really, really out here moving weird. Weirdo energy, 23 years old, lacking an OG, doesn't really understand how to move when you're that many M's up. Him and Ja, both 200 M's up, and neither one of them know how to move. Ja's out here with real guns, call them toys, waving toys in strip club, allegedly. And Zion's out here knocking Johns up, not knowing how to operate, using his full name on apps. And still 24 hours later, not knowing how to get this woman to stop tweeting. Man. Thomas in the chat, you can't be player and get caught up like that. Nah, facts. Nah, he's clearly not a player. Nah, he don't know how to move. He's made so many rookie mistakes here. It's like this was 2019. His game might be 2023, 2024, but his actual game off the court is straight 2018. This might be 2017 when he was dunking on little white kids in South Carolina. Thomas facts aside, want to be the main all the time. Yo, that's a real struggle. That's a real struggle. We can have those conversations. It's a real struggle, bruh. A lot of real ones have been taken out the game because of this right here. The side wanting to be the main. It's a lot of real ones 6 feet deep because the side wanted to be the main. Oh, Scrub Zero, she's definitely big mad, bro. She's definitely big mad, bro. Scrub Zero, no burner, no code name, Zion out here back. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't got no OG. You don't got no OG, bro. He really out here using these apps with his real name. How many Zion Williamsons you know, bro? How many Zion Williamsons? Come on, man. Zion a rookie for real. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. He needs more than one OG. Bro needs help. Nah, that's starting to look facts, man. This shit right here is a problem. Because, you know, you can get comfortable. You can get caught lacking by being comfortable. If you have your main and you think you're good there, and then you got your side and you think you got your side in a good spot and she's not going to complain, you can get caught lacking. I don't think this is a case of Zion getting caught lacking. To me, this is because he's continuously doing things that real G's don't do. Real name, no burner. It's 24 hours later. Shorty is still tweeting. And she's tweeting receipts. I let you spit in my mouth 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. And she's adding you and everything and adding the other baby moms. Bruh. None of these tweets should still be existing. If Zion had a team, and we talk about it with Ja, right? When you have a team, you got to have a team of people around you that know how to lock in and damage control. You kick out big bread to have people come in and just do damage control. This woman is getting off tweets per the hour of more and more receipts of her thinking she's the main when you're telling the chick you just had a gender reveal with that she's the side. Nah, bro. 2 hours ago, still out here tweeting, talking about pouring honey in her mouth. Come on, bro. None of these tweets should still be here. I should be looking at a blank page right now. If he had a team. If he had a team that knows how to handle damage control, this page would be deleted, bro. Derpy in the house was good. RIP Zion. Big facts, though. Big facts. RIP to them 200 M's. He's got one kid, may allegedly have another kid, and the woman he's having a kid with has her own kid already. Zion out here went out there to get one nut. He's walking back with a 3-piece of kids. Yeah, Derby, it's wild. Yeah, he got caught lacking. So Zion's out here big wilding. The jokes are running down the timeline, so y'all already know what type of time it is. You know, I'm just trying to give y'all up to speed on what's going on. As you see, you know, the woman he's having a baby with is tapping in the most hated BM on social media. So she is out here claiming her spot. And she's out here tweeting. She's out here defending herself. So Zion's got 2 women in various levels of relationships, allegedly, and they're both tweeting, subtweeting, all while he's stuck in the middle. You know how bad his phone is going off with the notifications? I wouldn't even look at, like, do not disturb ain't enough. Turn the phone off, and when you turn that phone off, before you hit that slide to turn the phone off, hit that other little line that says tracking and disable that tracking. You don't want no one knowing where you at right now, bro. And that's also a little tip for y'all. Y'all didn't know. If you have an iPhone, before you hit that slide to turn it off, hit that little line underneath the slide button. It's for that tracking. The phone can still track you when the shit is off. Okay, so if you truly try to be off the grid, I'm not saying that I know that for any kind of reason. I just know a lot about tech. So that's part of the stuff I want to do on this channel at some point. But whatever, I'm just saying, before you hit that slide to turn off, hit that little tracking, John, right there. And then no one can track you even though the phone is off. Derpy, the man chose the game over the game. Yeah, the game of life. The game of life, and now he's got the game of paternity suits. He's got the game of DNA tests. He's got the game of child support. He's got the game of stepdaddying, all because he got caught lacking. Man, Zion out here choosing Johns because of their appearances on certain websites that I can't say here on YouTube. Just saying, that's where we at. All right. Shall we slide to some actual sports news? Shall we slide? Let's see what we can do. Let's see where we can go. Okay. That Zion shit, man. That shit's crazy. I will keep the tabs open in case the dueling alleged baby moms keep going back and forth. I will keep the tabs open. I'll refresh. But as of right now, the baby mom just tweeted 50 minutes ago. And the side that thinks she's the main tweeted 2 hours ago. Maybe because she hasn't tweeted in 2 hours, maybe Zion or his team finally got through to her. We'll have to check and see. All right. Lionel, depending how you want to say it, Messi just cashed out. Oh, one last chat from the one last chat on the Zion. Zion needs to pull a Tom Brady and destroy the phone. And it's too late. Can't destroy the phone when the screen. That's what I'm saying, Scrubs here. The screenshots are already there. Shorty's already proven she got all the facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, anything you send can and will be used against you. Bros be thinking they be getting off. I'm going to send this pic. All right. You think that ain't going not only into her camera roll, not only into her group chat, that shit's going onto her hard drive, bruh. That shit's going in the cloud. She might passcode that John. Like, bruh. Ain't gonna catch me slimming. Ain't gonna catch me slipping. That ain't it. So, as y'all see here, your man's Messi just cashed out big time, and he cashed out big time because of these 3 stripes and that quarter-bitten apple. Because your man's Lionel Messi is coming to the MLS. He spurned the Saudis. He turned down a bunch of billions, allegedly $3 billion over 3 years. Let's do that math. $1 billion a year. That's 2 times now that I could recall someone turning down $1 billion. Lionel Messi turning down $1 billion. And man's Tiger. Oh, Tiger, you turned down that Billy. The Saudis were giving you B's. We talk about M's a lot. The Saudis are throwing B's around. And the B's were not enough to entice Lionel Messi. And the B they threw to Tiger out of loyalty was not enough to get Eldrick to shake from the PJ Tour. But Lionel Messi is now coming to the MLS. He is going to sign with Inter Miami. This is a huge deal for the MLS. You can say it's a big deal for Inter Miami, but that's a middling franchise. They still haven't even broken ground on their new stadium. But the fact of the matter is that the largest sports star in the world, I know Bron seems to be everything here and in other parts of the world, but in the entire globe, it's Messi. The biggest star in the entire world is pulling up, and he's pulling up to South Beach to play for MLS. And why did Messi turn down $3 billion allegedly from the Saudis? Because he's getting a cut. He's getting a cut of a team. The MLS has put together an unprecedented deal to lure Messi to Inter Miami. He's reportedly set to earn a share of Apple's revenue. Okay. We keep talking about player empowerment, and we keep talking about, the NFL don't want to give up, guaranteed money to players. Here's a player who's going to earn a share of Apple's revenue generated by the MLS season pass. Because basically, people are gonna want to see Messi. If not in person, at least on the phone or on their app of choice, which in this case is the Apple TV. And he's going to get a share of Adidas profits resulting from his arrival. Adidas profits. Adidas ain't want to do this for Kanye. They ain't want to do this for Yeezy. They doing it for Messi. Apple don't share no bread with nobody. They run it up on you, if anything. And they kicking up a share of the revenue generated by the MLS season pass because of Messi. Real power. Not that shit they be talking about, Patrick Mahomes out here talking about legacy. I don't care about the money. I care about my legacy. You know what Messi cares about? He cares about the bread. I'm getting companies to do something they would never do unless you're me. When will Patrick Mahomes realize he's in this same class? Mahomes means this much to the NFL like Messi does to the game of soccer, where anywhere he goes, he brings people with him. Messi is cashing out. And there was also reports that there might be a kind of sort of quasi handshake deal where Messi might get a piece of the team, a la Tom Brady, what he was trying to do with not only the Dolphins, but now allegedly with the Raiders that he keeps running from. Messi might get a piece of the team on the back end. This is real player empowerment. This is real bread we talking about. Get an Apple, bro, to kick up revenue. Adidas kicking up profits. Maybe that's why they started selling them Yeezys again. Maybe that's why they started selling them Yeezys again. Because we got to kick back some bread to Messi. Because they ain't kicking it back to Ye. Bruh. If Mahomes wants to keep getting off the legacy bullshit and claiming he don't care about the money, when people like Messi are walking around laying down the blueprint, this is the blueprint. I am the show. MLS, how many of y'all out here actually fuck with MLS? Probably 0 people in my audience rock with MLS like that. But you can't lie. You gonna be tapped in if Messi come to your crib. If Messi comes to your town, or if someone got the plug for Apple TV and the MLS season pass, like, yo man, Messi playing tonight. and it's a slow night, I'm tapping in. I'm not going to sit here in front like I'm the biggest Messi guy. I'm more of a Ronaldinho guy myself, but, you know, I give Messi his props. Messi is him. But what type of deal, like, that's why I wanted to bring this deal up on this stream. We could talk about MLS and Messi and all that stuff, and that's great. For me, it's always, well, what does this mean for others in his shoes? And let's be clear, there's very few athletes in his shoes. However, I think Patrick Mahomes, if he's not already in those shoes, he's very close. And Patrick Mahomes has a chance, and I keep saying it, but I have to keep putting it out there because people don't understand the severity of it. Patrick Mahomes was told by his boss, his owner, that he's underpaid. And all these quarterbacks keep signing deals that keeps pushing Patrick Mahomes, who is clearly the best quarterback in the sport, further and further down the highest paid list board. It's time now to get your bread, Patrick. It's time now to look at what people like Messi are doing, to look at what Tom Brady was trying to do, to look at what Benzema and all the golfers who shook the spot for Live Golf. It's time to leverage your power. He's the only one who could do it to me. The only one. Joe Burrow don't got the resume. Josh Allen, I don't care that he's on the cover of Madden. That ain't it either. Only Mahomes. He's the one who could pull off. I'm not saying it's going to be to the level of this. But let's say, right? But let's play this out. NFL just signed a deal with YouTube, right? So YouTube TV is going to have Sunday Ticket and Red Zone. Now, the one caveat is that you can't say Patrick Mahomes is the sole reason why we're going to watch Red Zone, right? However, I would love to see if I could get a piece, 1%, 2% of the YouTube money. Because again, this is why it's structured different, because this MLS thing, even though Inter Miami is the team Messi's going to play for, this deal is essentially a deal with the MLS. They're going to trot him around. He's going to be everywhere. He's going to be the spokesperson damn near of the MLS. I'm up here in the tri-state, the New York Red Bulls, whatever game that is when Inter Miami comes to Red Bull Stadium out there in Harrison, was it Harrison or Harrisburg? Well, Harrison, New Jersey, that shit's selling out. That shit is selling out. Now, Mahomes doesn't have that type of cachet yet. He's not the sport. He's just the best in the sport. However, leverage it. Ask for it. I mean, the Hunt family already said there is no way we could ever pay you your market value. Well, let's get a little bit closer. Cut me in 1% on the YouTube TV money. All right, let me get to the comments. Let's get to the chat. Scrub Zero. Mahomes ain't on that level because his mindset ain't on that level. Messi about it for real. No doubt. No, these soccer dudes in general, all of them. Ronaldo cashed out. Benzema just cashed out. Bro, Benzema got what, 620-something mil for 3 years? 200 M's a year? And people out here clowning Jaylen Brown for 5 years, 290? We clowning Jaylen Brown Supermax. And Benzema cashing out for 600 M's over 3 years. Patrick Mahomes sitting over here thinking, talking legacy shit when it's taking him a decade to get $450 million. Benzema's getting more than that in 3 years. Bruh. Thomas, I don't blame him. I don't blame Messi. That's a small one. That's a genius. That shit is genius, bro. That Beckham came and played. Yeah, but yeah, Beckham came here and played too. Yeah, he's actually part owner of this Inter Miami group. So that's why that was another quasi reason why Messi pulled up allegedly. Although I think this is the only reason. The fact that he's getting bread on the back end from Apple and Adidas, I think that's what locked it in. But yes, David Beckham is part of the ownership group that runs Inter Miami. And he came here and cashed out. Zlatan came here and cashed out. Like all the dudes in Europe and in other places of the world that are the top tier players in soccer, just come here to the MLS and cash out because you immediately walk in and you're not only the biggest draw, you're the best player, you're the most marketable. Like you are him. You could be old and sick in Europe and come over here and be damn near Pele in his prime. Rest in peace to Pele. So again, we have this happening right now. Lionel Messi coming to MLS. I can tell you right now, that game with the Red Bulls, I might have to pull up just to say I saw Messi. That's the one thing I'm lacking in my soccer bag and watching him in person. Haven't seen any of the top tier dudes in person. Ronaldinho, I did not get a chance to see in person. Just got the kit. But, you know, I think Messi, even though it's an older Messi, but you're getting Messi fresh off a World Cup, bruh. So we can't even say he's not even in that Zlatan. Like Zlatan, when he came here, was still not Zlatan. He was not peak Zlatan. And the same thing for Beckham. When Beckham came here, he wasn't really him. He wasn't really him. David Alves, he wasn't really him. Like a lot of dudes come here at the end. Messi's coming here at the end, but he's fresh off a World Cup. Top tier, dogs. So, yeah. Red Bulls and Inter Miami, I might have to pull up. All right. Off that, we're talking about Saudi money. They offered $3 billion, allegedly, to Lionel Messi. Now we're going to get to the part that I've been waiting for. Are you ready for live football? Are you ready for live football? Now, on the CMD podcast last year, when all this live golf stuff first started popping off, I said, well, wait a minute. Saudi money so long, they could buy into the NFL. And I got a lot of pushback. Sammy Wallen, NFL would never, the old boys club would never allow the Saudis in, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, do y'all not know how much bread the Saudis got? Like I was explaining yesterday, and there's a video on the channel breaking down the whole PGA Live Golf merger. I would appreciate it if you haven't tapped in. You should tap into that on the channel. But I talked about it yesterday. They got $620 billion to invest. The National Football League, their goal in 2026, 2027 is to generate $27 billion in revenue. The Saudis already got 620. They're over $500 billion. Over $500 billion. And the NFL is hoping to generate $27 billion in a couple of years. So yes, Saudi Arabia could potentially acquire an NFL team in the future. I think it could be even more than that, but we'll just let this cook for now. After talking to a couple of NFL team president types, Albert Breer speculates that it's, quote, not out of line to consider the idea the Saudis will buy an NFL team. And let's just go ahead and keep it a buck. This is a numbers game, right? Steve Ballmer paid for the Clippers $2 billion straight cash, homie. It was an offer that the NBA and Donald Sterling could not refuse. What if the Saudis pull up and evaluate the entire NFL? All 32 teams? All 32 teams. And say, yo, we gonna cash y'all all out. Name y'all price. We'll evaluate every team except the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are different. Hate them if you will. They're different in terms of the valuation. I'm gonna offer all of y'all 10 to 15 billion. All of y'all, every team, 10 to 15 billion. And then the Cowboys, y'all name y'all price, but understand I'm working with over $500 billion. So no number is really too big. Saudis could buy the NFL. I know y'all don't want to put that in the ether. I know y'all don't think that's a real thing. They're buying sports by the whole. They're not just buying pieces. They're buying sports in entirety. Yes, they bought Ronaldo. Yes, they bought Benzema. You could look at that and think, well, just buying pieces. No. They're buying it to fund their own leagues. They bought FIFA, which in turn meant they bought a World Cup. Now they have their own league playing in those stadiums. They are buying leagues. Ronaldo is out here pitching to other top-tier footballers to pull up and take the bread. Who's next? Who's next? Lukaku got Meg. He better cash out. He better cash out and try to get some of that Saudi money to keep up with Meg. If that's a real relationship. I mean, Rock Nation, we know how. We know how they do. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit the chat. Tom, sports always been about big business, bro. Nah, you ain't lying, bro. Always. And I think that's the part that confuses me with fans. That's the part that confuses me with fans. Like, how can you not see it? How can you not get it? It's hard. It was hard for me working in media, being a fan of a team once I learned all the dirty stuff that happens behind the scenes. The lack of care and thought that goes into the actual fan experience and just fans in general. It kind of taught me like, oh, these organizations don't give a fuck about fans. Oh, well then why am I going to be a fan then? Why am I going to buy jerseys, buy merch, buy tickets that are overpriced to games? Why am I going to do all that? It's a real thing, bro. It really soured me on the fandom piece of it. Scrub Zero, I can see this happening. Bro, I think any sport is up for grabs. The Saudis are not for play. 620 billion. I said it last year. I'll say it again. Yo, Nick Saban. Super League. I'm trying to do one super conference or at worst 2 big conferences in college football and big time college football. Hey, Nick Saban. These boys from the Saudis pull up and they offer you about 5 to 10 billion. You telling me you're not shaking the SEC and forming whatever they want to form? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. These institutions are for profit. They are for profit. These teams are for profit. And when a big bank could take a little bank, it does damn near every time. Big bank, take little bank. This shit is egregious, bruh. 620 billion to play with? Can you imagine someone giving you 620 billion and saying, yeah, this is to invest and buy up as much sports as you can. 620 billion. Bruh. It's not going to stop with golf. It's not going to stop. Started with FIFA, then the World Cup. Now individual players to fund their teams. Now they got golf. They may go to tennis. You know, it's probably easier to buy up sports with individuals than teams, right? Because if you buy up, then that's what happened with the golf. They bought up enough of the top tier talent that it crippled the PGA. So if the Saudis now go to the top tier tennis stars and start buying them up, the USTA, what they gonna do with that? They might get Serena out of retirement, bro. Serena might come back for a couple bill. They offer Serena a couple bill to pull up. I mean, she was probably coming back for free anyway, but you offer Serena a couple bill to get right? Venus and Serena pulling up. You know what I'm saying? They both pulling up. So, like, this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. The Saudis and that $620 billion, over $500 billion, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. He leave the SEC in a heartbeat for that. Yeah, facts. Nick Saban, I think any of them. Kirby, any of them. Lane Kiffin, any of them. It would make sense. I wouldn't shade them. Brian Kelly down there in LSU, Thomas, you know, like he'd bounce like, oh, the thing is, right? I think that's the easiest one to buy up. You can buy college football because the NCAA is a joke anyway, right? They're a middle person. Just have the Saudis pull up and just fund the whole thing. We want the best college football teams and college basketball to a lesser degree, but mostly we want the best college football teams to always have to play each other, regardless of geography. So let's tear down the system of having, you know, regional conferences and, you know, divisions within that and all that nonsense, and just do, top 25 to 40 teams-ish, all in a group, all in one big-ass conference every year. And then the other schools that are outside that 40, they can do the regional standard conference thing if that's what they really want to do. But we're going to take the top 40 and put them on a different tier, and that's now the tier. And then let the Saudis fund that and run the bread through that. I think that's a legitimate, easy thing to pull off. I think that's a really simple and easy thing to pull off. What college is saying no? Even Notre Dame, Mr. Independent when it comes to football, never wanting to bow down to a conference. Man, them Saudis pull up with about $10 billion. What you think gonna happen? Touchdown Jesus gonna be in, the UAE, straight up and down. Straight up and down. Touchdown Jesus and Allah gonna be getting very familiar, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real shit, bro. Scrub Zero, hostile takeover time. Nah, that's big facts, though. Big facts. Thomas, I've been here about Live Golf for the last couple of years. Nah, look, the whole concept of a super league, the super league that did actually get off the ground before it was shut down. That super league that they almost got away with in soccer really put a lot of stuff on the table, because that lets you know, oh, it's really possible. If you get the biggest teams and they separate themselves from the mid to lower level teams and they have a conversation that's all big money talk, guess what they're going to do? They're going to always try to build with the equally big money teams. Big bank, take little bank. It ain't nothing more to it. It ain't complex. Of course, Real, Barca, United, City, all these teams want to build together. Of course. Why wouldn't they? I don't want to have to deal with these mid-lane teams that are fighting for relegation every single year. I don't have to deal with that. Never want to deal with that. Put me with the top of the top and we just eating. Constantly eating buffet style up top. He told a joke, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, when you get to this type of money, it really does become a joke. When you talk about this kind of money and how players, teams, organizations, leagues can be bought, yeah, it can be. It can be. All right. So I'm glad we were able to touch upon that. That was something I've been dying to talk about. For those who are just pulling up, I appreciate if you hit the like button. The algorithm likes that, so therefore I also like that. If you missed it, we touched on Zion and his baby mama drama after having a gender reveal that had 4K cameras and drones and a heartfelt message from him to his soon-to-be daughter. We had all of this drop by allegedly the side chick, okay? And so if you missed any of that stuff, you can go ahead and spin the block back on the replay. But yeah, right now we're going to go ahead and move forward. There's actually live sports tonight. NBA Finals Game 3 is tonight between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. Let's go ahead and get that loaded up. Man, where we at? We are right here. Okay, so you know where we stand. It is 1-1 heading back to Miami. And there's been a lot of conversations in regards to what's going to be the adjustments. Every game there's an adjustment. Is there really? And I was on ESPN Radio with the homie Greg Larnard earlier today for my weekly hit. And we talked about the finals, and it was just like, yo, it really comes down to if Miami makes their shots, they're going to be in the game. If they don't make their shots, if they don't make their threes, they're clearly living and dying by the three, right? Miami's just out here chucking threes up, even though they were one of the worst regular season shooting teams in the league from three-point land. They found something in this postseason run, and they have, I believe, 3 or 4 times have hit or eclipsed 50% from three during this playoff run. That's a lot of time, bruh. That's a lot of time. So, the Heat will be at home. You would assume role players like your man Strus, like your man's Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry at this point in his career is a role player, Caleb Martin, even though it might not be Caleb Martin who starts tonight. I'm not sure if they've announced that yet. I'll check on that in a second. But the Miami Heat is really just come down to, are you making your threes? They made damn near 50% of their threes in game 2. And again, Denver hasn't really played that well yet. So that's the thing here, right? And we could say, oh, it's the Heat defense and Heat culture and Spo, or the Nuggets just haven't played a good game in 2 games, okay? They just haven't played a good game in 2 games. And we could even go a step further and say, as much as Jokic's 41 points and his 11 rebounds, looks good with his 16 of 28 shooting, have we had a good Joker game yet? Like, be real. He's had a good stat game. He's had good moments already. That touch pass to Aaron Gordon for the dunk, they'll be running that back forever if the Nuggets pull off this chip. But in terms of a quintessential Nikola Jokic game, have we gotten that yet? I don't believe so. So the Nuggets really haven't played that well. Aaron Gordon's giving you 1 good quarter out of 8. Michael Porter Jr., who was catching subs in Michael Malone's post-game after game 2, he hasn't given you anything. And, the stats will say otherwise, but, I don't care about stats here. I don't just look at the box score and that tells me how well of a basketball player you are. I go back and I rewatch the game, Michael Porter Jr. played really bad in game 2. Game 1, he wasn't that engaged either. But game 2, it was obvious he was checked out. And that's why he didn't get a lot of minutes in the second half. I'm still going to ask the question, is it time to dust off Bobby Schmurder? Bobby Schmurder down here, Reggie Jackson, marinating on that bench. Do you want to shake things up and see if you could carve out 10 minutes? Maybe the Christian Braun, although Braun brings some size. I don't know. Maybe you trim some of these Bruce Brown minutes and try to find a way for my man's Bobby Schmurder to get some run tonight. Maybe. It's just a suggestion, just throwing that out there, because if they're going to continue to go big and play with their size, that's going to open up to having to defend players in space that want to get these threes off in Miami. Miami's going to keep putting up 30 to 40 to 50 threes a night. You're asking a lot out of your bigs to be able to cover smallish guys who just want to yank threes. There's going to be a lot of tinkering, I think, with the Denver Nuggets. The zone that the Heat have employed has been okay. Not great. It's been okay. Spo learned his lesson in game one. He stopped doubling. Stop doubling. I'm going to let Jokic cook. Now, he could get mad at Ramona Shelburne. He could tell all of us that we have untrained eyes, but he is doing exactly what he is brushing back against, because he is forcing Nikola Jokic to be a scorer instead of a facilitator. And we're not saying you're going to stop him from being a facilitator or stop him from being a scorer. But what you are trying to do is trying to force him to take the obvious mismatch of having Gabe Vincent on a switch instead of standing at the top of the key and orchestrating. So they're forcing him away from the top of the key, because let's go ahead to the shot chart for Jokic. We didn't do this after game two. All right, so we got someone defending. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Dre is pulling up, and Dre is defending Zion. All right, Zion is a two-time All-Star that averaged 31 points in the max deal. All that is factual. Is that from ChatGPT? I'm trying to figure out. You're giving us a lot of stats, but here's where, he's also averaged 2 baby moms. Okay, he's also averaged 2 baby moms. His baby moms is still out here big wowing, big wowing, and it's a lot going on. And again, let's see. Let's refresh. I'll do this real quick. Let's refresh. She's still tweeting? Okay. So the woman from the gender reveal has stopped tweeting. Has the side who thought she was the main stopped tweeting? Let's see. As of 2 hours ago was our last tweet. 3 hours ago. Okay. So maybe somebody in Zion's team finally got to her and told her, please stop tweeting. Okay. So we're there with that, right? All right, let's get back to the game. Shot chart for your man's Nikola Jokic. I want to see where those shots came from in game two. All right, let's see. Did they force Jokic from the top of the key? Yes, they did. See? Look at it. It's right here. Spo could get mad all he wants. Spo could get mad all he wants. Look where Jokic was. Okay? He's in the paint, dogs. He's in the paint. And you see where he is up top. Like, he normally operates from here a lot, right? But it's also not just taking shots, but it's orchestrating the offense. They run the offense with him at the top, just looking over people. But because they went with the switch and no double, this is what happened. And when he's doing all this, he can't be facilitating out here. So sorry, Spo. I know you thought you was getting it off by calling us and other people in the sports atmosphere untrained eyes, but this is clear. Steve Kerr co-signed that you're trying to make Nikola Jokic a scorer and not a passer. So unless you're telling me Steve Kerr also has an untrained eye who's got chips, multiple chips as a coach and multiple chips as a player, unless you're saying he also has an untrained eye, then I don't want to hear it, Spo. Stop it. Stop it. Stop ducking the smoke. Stop ducking the smoke, Spo. Because, dogs, look where you got Jokic. Let me pull up the telestrator. Look where you got Jokic, bro. This is not where he wants to orchestrate. Mike Malone does not want Jokic down here this much. I've watched Nuggets basketball. He don't want him down here this much. Okay? He wants him up here. This is where he wants him. This is where you get Murray coming off pin downs. You got Michael Porter Jr. coming off curls. This is how they operate. And then Jokic passes here, maybe come up here. Someone slips the screen. They dive to the cup. Jokic over the top. That's how they eat. Okay? But when you do a pick and roll and it's a switch, and now Gabe Vincent is guarding Nikola Jokic, this is where your man's Jokic is going to end up. That's where he's going to end up, in the paint, because he's got a guard on him. And he's taught at 7 foot plus, 270, 80 plus pounds, mouse in the house, you take him down low. So I know it's cute, Spo, and you got it off, and people in Miami were riding with it, but you're trying to get him away from here and trying to get him here. And I don't blame you. It's the right thing to do. Because you don't want him up here just picking apart your defense. You don't want him up there. But because you could have Murray here, Michael Porter here, Aaron Gordon here, waiting for a lob, setting the screen to slip the screen and then dive to the rim, like all of that can happen. All if Jokic is operating from up top. So watch that tonight. Where is Jokic operating? Is he operating from the top of the key? Or is he, I won't say falling for the trap, but is he going to take the path to least resistance in terms of dominating in the paint by being guarded by a little? When he has a little on a switch, what is Nikola Jokic going to do tonight? I'll ask y'all in the chat. If you're Nikola Jokic tonight, let me back it up. If you're Mike Malone, what are you telling Jokic tonight? Keep taking advantage of the mouse in the house or force them to trap? Because let's say, I got the right one up. Yeah, the arrow, right? Yeah. So let's say he sets a screen up here, right? High screen and roll. Let's say him and Jamal Murray. Murray sets the screen. Let's say they switch. Now, Gabe Vincent is up top guarding Nikola Jokic. Now, he could back him down to the paint. He could back him down to the midi and just shoot over the top. Or he could continue to stand out here and continue to orchestrate, because just because Murray now is being guarded by a big, let's say Bam Adebayo. Now, the thing is, Bam Adebayo is a good defender. So what do? Maybe you do double screens. Okay? Maybe you bring Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon over here to set a double screen. And now you're not getting Gabe Vincent, who's on this screen. Now you might be getting either Jimmy or Max Strus guarding Nikola Jokic. Now that I like, because now you can back him down if you want, or you can still orchestrate up top here. There's ways around this to where you can force Miami to adjust to your adjustment to their adjustment. So I'm asking y'all in the chat, if you're Eric Spoelstra, if you're Mike Malone, we'll go there first. If you're Mike Malone, are you telling Jokic, punish them in the paint? Or call for another screen and get another switch and then operate with a more formidable opponent instead of the easy Gabe Vincent? Because if you got Strus, you could bring him down here, or you could continue to stand out here and orchestrate, because Murray is now either going to flare. He might be setting another screen on this side. Maybe you free up Michael Porter to come off this way for a catch and shoot. You throw it cross court to catch MPJ in rhythm. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things you could do here. To me, I'm setting up double screens, because the one screen is too easy, because you're always going to get Gabe Vincent or Lowry and shit like that. All right, let's get a double then. Double screen up here to Jokic. Now let's see what Miami does. You're going to auto switch? Now we got Strus. You're going to auto switch? Now we got Gabe Vincent. Now we got Kevin Love. I'm going to find the mismatch. And the mismatch can't just be Jokic on our smallest guy. There's other mismatches. Because if I could get Jamal Murray being guarded by Kevin Love, that's Swiss cheese on the outside. If I could get Michael Porter Jr. being guarded by Lowry, that's Swiss cheese, not only inside, but outside. There's a lot of ways to go about it. Let's see what Spo cooks up tonight. I'll hit the chat. Scrub Zero, make Jokic score. If the Nuggets win that way, you can live with that. But you have to take something away from him, even if it's only a little. Yeah, you're not going to completely eradicate anything from Nikola Jokic. That's big facts. Zero, 2 baby mamas, homie, 2 baby mamas. Yeah, bruh. Facts. You got the 2 baby mamas, man. Mans is in here caping. 2-time All-Star, 31 points and all of that. First of all, Mans can't even play 60 games. And also, he's out here running around NOLA, flying Johns in to NOLA and knocking him up. Come on, man. All right, Script Zero, call for the double screen and go from there. Yeah, I think that's something I would do. Let's see if Mike Malone agrees. That's something I was kind of thinking about after game 2. I was like, well, you could always just call for another screen. Like, it could either be a double screen or let's say you have Jokic up top. You got Murray here, right? So Murray's probably going to be somewhere here in the corner or here on the outside here. He comes over and sets that screen, right? So now Jokic goes here, right? So now they got the switch. Gabe Vincent now is following Nikola Jokic right here. You can then have Aaron Gordon come right behind that screen, pause, and set another screen, and Jokic can continue to go here. Now, you can either force a trap because you're in the corner, and most NBA players are taught if you got a ball handler who's dangerous and he's dribbling to that corner, you could blitz him in the corner. Blitz, trap, whatever you want to call it. Now, Gordon, if he sets a good enough screen, he could slip that screen, go to the rim. Now, Jokic from here can hit him at the rim. Or if he wants this to be MPJ, he could set that screen, that second screen after Murray, and now he can pick and pop. He could be out here with it, and we know he loves his own shot. And Jokic could hit him with the easy kickback pass right there. It could be a lot of things, bro, especially if Kevin Love is on that floor and I got Michael Porter and being guarded by Kevin Love on the island. This ain't 2016, bro. He not locking up. He not locking like he did Steph in Game 7, 2016. It's 7 years later, bro. I got Kevin Love on an ISO up top, and I'm MPJ. 3 back surgeries be damned. I'm going at him one-on-one. Air it out. ISO, 1-4 flat. Whatever Kobe used to do. Remember Kobe used to do this shit? Like 1-4 flat, bro. Thomas also calling the double. I called the double screen. I forgot Kevin Love was still playing. Yeah, dogs. He started game 2. He started game 2, and he was low-key aight. That's the funny shit about it. Like, Kevin Love was like low-key aight. Low-key. Not high-key, low-key. So, I think there's something there with Kevin Love. I think there's something there to really navigate. So that to me is what it is. Like, Spo is trying to, paint a narrative. He's trying to make his job seem like it's so much harder than what it really was. He faced a team that had a lot more size than him, and they took advantage of that in game 1. His response to that was benching Caleb Martin and starting Kevin Love. And they were able to still get out of there with the dub in game 2 because their threes fell, which they did not in game 1. Now, though, you have to look at, okay, what's the starting? Let me see if we can find the starting lineup. Let's see if we can get into some of this stuff. Here's also some NBA news. CJ McCollum expects Damian Lillard to exit Portland. If I was a betting man, I would say this is the last that we've seen of him in Portland. I firmly agree. I think it's the best move for Portland is to trade Damian Lillard, keep that 3rd pick, take Scoot. And if you've seen what's happening behind the scenes in Portland, Portland is clearly thinking Scoot is going to be there at 3. They went and signed his mentor, your man's Pooh. Pooh is now a part of the Portland Trailblazers, so they are clearing the deck to make sure that Scoot Henderson is comfortable in Rip City. So I was a proponent for saying trade Dame. I think it's time. If I could put Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simons, and whatever they get for Dame to potentially, if they bring back Jeremy Grant, great. If not, fine. You could build around that. Cam Reddish, this could be his time to finally show what he can be at this level. So, yeah, I think it's time for Portland to go ahead and get Damian Lillard about the paint. But let's see if we got any starting lineup news. Oh, why nobody told me? Hold up. Nobody hit me? My own chat didn't tell me? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Nobody said nothing? Nobody. Hold on, man. Let me check the text. Hold on, bro. Nobody hit me, bro. Nobody hit me, bro. I'm really, y'all big. I am so upset at my community. I am furious at my community. Are you shitting me? The point fraud is waived. They jumped the deadline. Half of his money was going to be guaranteed. Oh, man. Okay, I had airplane mode on. Now the texts are coming through. Okay. All right. So people were hitting me. It's just because I'm on the stream, I got airplane mode on. But dogs, bruh. Oh, man, I may have to tweet this out. Hang on. I may have to let people know that we are streaming right here. We are streaming and we are live and direct. And it is time for a live potential burial of the point fraud. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. Hang on, stand by. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. What a way to I thought we was about to wrap up this stream soon. Let's get right into it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, man, we're going to do this live and direct. There it is. All right. Boom. So we got that out the way. Bruh, I'm so... Oh, shit. This is great. Finding out live that the point fraud is being waived. Mans was out here trying to use his own daughter for leverage. Mans went to the pivot pod and was trying to get people in their fields because his daughter was getting heckled that he's ringless. Mans was out here leveraging his own daughter to get sympathy from y'all. Because he wants y'all to feel bad that kids in his daughter's school are heckling her because he don't got no ring. You got this man, this fraudulent human being running around here. Remember when he went to the finals and he ran out there in Colorado and caught the Rona when the Rona was still kicking people in the ass? And then he went and he missed the first 2 games of the conference finals. And the commentators were still giving him credit for the team winning the games that he missed because they claimed it was leadership. Mans went running around gallivanting Colorado catching the Rona. Oh. Woo. I got a little bit more to write now for Taking the Church 3. I thought I was almost done writing. I got at least another few hundred words now. Oh, the point fraud has been waived. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. This is great. I mean, have y'all ever seen this smile? Like this smile, this is black boy joy, bro. This is black boy joy. This is amazing. The man who is a fraud of a human being that circumvented the CBA as the head of the NBPA. This is that contract, by the way. He's getting waived from the contract that he circumvented the CBA for. You can't make this. He is getting waived from the contract that he sold out the entire league for. Basketball gods, they don't like ugly. Oh. You push the max age 1 year so that it would allow you to get one last max contract. And you foolishly didn't even take a max contract. He didn't even take, he circumvented for a max, and then he didn't take the max. He circumvented to push back the age limit for the max to end up not taking the max. And to make it worse, and I'm giving you some of Taking the Church 3, but I don't care. In this contract that he just got waived for, the last year of the deal, which would have been this upcoming year, only half was guaranteed. What the fuck? He's making Brandon Marshall look smart. He's making Brandon Marshall look smart. You're the head of the NBPA, and you're taking a half guaranteed contract? What? The fuck is going? What's up with your mans? What's up with your mans? Leader of men, floor general, coach on the floor. What's up with your mans? You gotta give me time to cook. Oh, this shit is about to get crazy. Oh man. Whoo, boy. I'm gonna just rifle through these comments, boy, because we about to go in. Oh yeah, Scrub, you already know. You already know. It's on and cracking now. It's on and cracking. It's all good, Thomas. I ain't know either. I thought people let me down. I'm like, my people, my community really let me down. If this type of news comes out and people don't hit me, I usually wake up a couple times per week with someone put me on to something the point fraud did. So we here. We are here. Bruh. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Poetic justice. Yo, it's the realest shit. You really can't make this up. The basketball gods don't like ugly. The basketball gods do not like ugly. You know, at the time when they stopped him for being on the Lakers. Yeah, he keeps trying to spin that narrative like, oh, the league was out to get him. No, 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 it wasn't a fair trade. It wasn't a fair trade. Oh, whoo, man. Again, the Black Boy Joy. You're seeing authentic Black Boy Joy. Oh, man, things are happening. It is all going down. Basement. Shout out to Southside. Oh, I love it. It's times like this that I love being on live. It was this time, and then when the Bears got DJ Moore. Those are like the two biggest, like, holy shit that happened while we're on live moments. I'm just double checking to make sure there's no other stuff going on right now, that it's literally just this right here. This is where we at. Let's see if Chris Haynes has any more details. Okay, let's see. Whew. Chris Paul plans to play for several more years and is eager to help a team contend for a championship. Yo, oh, this dude. Oh, man. Yo, sup at your mans. Sup at your mans. Several. Oh, man. Several more years. And is eager. You know who ain't eager? The other teams in the league, bro. That's who ain't eager, bro. They don't want that bullshit. They don't want that bullshit, Sharif. They don't want that bullshit. Oh, man. Whew. Yo, you right, Scrub Zero. I'm supposed to be checking the starting lineups. I really was supposed to be getting the starting lineups, but goddamn, NBA Central threw us off track. Whew. Oh, man. Yikes. That is greatness. That is greatness. The power of live. The power of live. Now, who? No, underdog MLB? No, I need underdog NBA. Underdog fantasy. Oh, I'll get it. It's just everywhere we go, it's fucking. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't see anything. Let me just see. NBA Finals, Miami Heat. Starting lineup. Miami Heat lineup. Whew. Latest. I'm not seeing anything specific. Breaking news. That looks like a fake account. Yep, that's a fake stuff. Oh, the lineups. Take a look at the 2 games. No, that's not. That's from 2 hours. That's 19 hours ago. All right, so let's see. Maybe we'll have something not from Shannon, but I don't think we're gonna find anything, bro. That's unfortunate. NBA Finals starting lineup. June, that's from a few days ago. Latest. There's a lot of Messi in the starting lineup. I don't know why people would think that's a real tweet. Wait a minute, hold up. Yo, it's a funny night. It's a funny night on the timeline, bro. Dudes is clouds right now, bro. Denver Post. Let's see. Maybe they got some other information. Denver Post. 3 keys. No, I don't see any starting lineup information, bro. Let me see. Maybe NBA TV. I'm gonna check for a few. Max Strus. Oh yeah, Frank Vogel was big wilding about DeAndre Ayton today. They introduced Frank Vogel and they immediately oh man. Let's see. Nah, I don't think we're gonna get any underdog NBA. Is this the real one? I think that's the real one. Cody's a probable. Yeah, no lineup stuff yet. Lineup alert? No, that's from a few days. That's from game 2. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this one. But whew, man, I am out of energy just from all the laughing. I did not expect to be able to pull up looking for starting lineup information, and I get hit with the point fraud being out the paint. All right, so anyway. Let's move on. I'm gonna just show this right here for a few seconds, and I'm gonna just let y'all take all that in, and then I'll move on. Y'all good? All right. So, talking about Dame, and this is a blue check boy that is thinking that the Blazers should still keep Dame and trade to help him. Use that number 3 overall pick to help Dame. And he thinks a Damian Lillard, Paul George pairing could be A1. What are these dudes smoking, bro? He is one of the few very players who I'd at least make a consideration on moving this pick. He's that good. Paul George? We still talking that Paul George shit after all these years? We still talking that Paul George shit, bro? Like, Paul George hasn't played. He's played 56 games last year. When's the last time he played 60 games? He hasn't played 60 games since he was with OKC. OKC. Oh, Magic Man in the house. Magic Man, it hasn't been 2 weeks yet. It hasn't been 2 weeks. Scrub Zero. Yeah, man, you saw it. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to put no commentary on it, but you know what it is. Oh, Magic Man, bro, you missed it. That shit happened live. We was hardcore doing basketball analysis. We was out here breaking down potential starting lineups for the Heat and the Nuggets. And I said, all right, well, let me see if I can find the official word on what's going on with the starting lineups. And the first goddamn tweet I see, and let me make sure I get it. I want the exact tweet because the picture is the perfect part. The first tweet I see when I refresh was this. Oh, man. That was a real moment, yo. That was a real moment. I'm glad whoever was here was able to catch that in real time. That was the real essence of Black Boy Joy in real time. I needed a good laugh today. It's orange smoke, orange smog, crawling past my windows, and I needed a good laugh today. Oh, man, I had to go double masked up heading outside today just because of the goddamn orange smog just taking over the tri-state. But anyway, yeah, Magic Man, I pulled up, and this was the first thing I saw, and I just had to laugh my ass off. Well, first I was mad because I'm like, why did no one in my community tell me when did this happen? Because we caught this about 30 minutes after it happened. We caught this after 30 minutes after it happened, bro. So, whew. But what are my thoughts? I'll give you serious NBA analyst, the Sam D conversation talk first. At this point in his career, he has nothing left to give. He has nothing left to give in regards to a competent, high-level point guard in this league. He is no more than a, pick and roll pony show. That's all he is at this point in his career. Yes, he can get to the mid-range and do a little something. Yes, he can use the pick and roll and advance it down into the restricted area and get his floater off. Yes. But however, on defense, he is liability. He is not fast anymore. He is past his prime. He is old. Let's just say what it is. He is old. So the fact that he thinks he still has multiple years left, he's telling Chris Haynes, because there ain't no sources. When it comes to quote sources like this bullshit right here, sources say, no, he went straight to CP. He went straight to the point fraud to get this information, right? he is eager to help a team contend for a championship. No team that is actually trying to contend for a championship is going to sign him. Okay? Let's go ahead. We were talking about Paul George and Damian Lillard potentially hooking up, but we'll move on past that. Let's look at these teams right now. You tell me what team that is a contender would take the point fraud. If a team that is already a contender in the Phoenix Suns doesn't want the point fraud, what other contender would take the point fraud? Now, I've been screaming the Celtics need a point guard. You think Boston? If the Beard goes back to Houston and allegedly he's torn between spinning the block in Philly or going back to Houston. If he goes back to Houston, if you're Joel Embiid, is the answer for losing James Harden a 38-year-old point fraud? If you're Cleveland, as much as you love Darius Garland, do you try to finagle a way where you dangle Darius Garland to get some more help, and then you go scoop up the point fraud to help D. Mitchell, to help Spider? If you're the Heat and you can't get Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry's been a bust, but the answer to that bust is trading for an equally old and equally as washed point fraud. If you're the Bucks, Drew Holiday has told you, I'm playing on my contract and then I'm walking away. That's 2 more years. Chris Middleton could be gone in the right deal. Bobby Portis looks to be gone. Point fraud. Memphis. Is Ja Morant's mentor the point fraud? Is that the OG he needs? He won't listen to Steven Adams. They ran Andre Iguodala up out of there. Maybe the point fraud. Sacramento. Dwight Howard's already said he wants to play for Sacramento. He wants to light the beam. That could have a lot of meanings if it's Dwight, though. Just saying. If you know, you know. But if it's not Dwight Howard lighting the beam, you want the point fraud to light the beam? Run it back with the Clippers? Board man, PG, assuming he's not traded to Portland, in the point fraud? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what contender? Maybe the point fraud could help Zion out with the baby mama drama? Maybe he could show him how to be, a front forward facing front man. Maybe he could show Zion how to be a scammer. Maybe he could show Zion how to get, national endorsements while being a fraud of a player and a union rep. I mean, he's already got CJ McCollum on the team. Why not put in CJ? At some point, we got to talk about that new NBA CBA. Because I don't know what the fuck CJ McCollum was thinking. As bad as the point fraud was, at least he did things for self. CJ McCollum, who's out here making max money, I really can't figure out who he was fighting for in this latest CBA agreement. So maybe having the last 2 presidents of the NBPA on the same squad, maybe that could lead to some shits and giggles. But what team? Dallas? Maybe they let Kyrie walk, go get the point fraud and Luka? Definitely ain't getting Braun at that point. Oh, man. So y'all tell me, what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Oh, man. Scripts here, Paul George is a number 2, and that's not changing. Yeah, and he might be entering number 3 territory, to keep it a buck with you. Thomas, Paul George stay hurt. That's big facts. Let's get the Paul George stuff back up on the screen. Oh man, what a stream today. Got kicked off the stream for some voodoo reason, and then we had to come back on here, and it's been lit ever since. Paul George stay hurt. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy. No, you know what? Let me keep it real with you, Magic Man. I'm not happy. This is a black man that is now unemployed. This is a black man that has a family to feed. This is a man of a certain age who does not have that many more years at his earning potential. So, no, I'm not happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm fucking overjoyed. Get this fucking guy out the league. Get this guy out the league, bro. Get this guy out the league, bro. Oh, man. I did the City News like a little while ago, so until I saw the news, I went straight to you. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that. That's the type of community I want, and that's ultimately my goal here. Is that when something happens to a guy y'all know I don't fuck with, that y'all pull right up and you're like, yeah, you see your mans? And I'm like, oh, word? And we outside. Oh, Magic Man, only D-Book is untouchable for the Suns. Yeah, I mean, you don't give up what you gave up for KD, though, and then trade him right away. So I think, yes, I think this is an accurate statement, but I think you could put KD in there because of what they had to give up. She goes, Zero, Chris Paul should retire, dog. No. Let that old man keep finding ways to fall down and go boom. Let this old man keep finding ways, bro. No. He would be ducking the smoke if he walked away. He would be ducking the smoke if he walked away now. No. You keep bringing your old ass back, and let's keep finding different ways for you to trick off not getting a ring. Drew Holiday's inconsistent as fuck. Yeah. Well, see, Drew is a weird case study, right? Like, he's better when it's just him and Giannis. It's some weird shit. When it was him, the Nigerian freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Middleton, he just became more of a defensive role player. But when it was no Middleton and it was him and Giannis, oh, he was a bucket. But when Middleton eventually came back, it became to being Middleton, or at least in Middleton in terms of getting shots off. It was weird for Drew. He didn't know how to adjust. It was very weird. Thomas agreeing with the chat. All y'all saying the point for all, we ain't done with this man yet. The basketball gods will let us know when it's time for him. The basketball gods will let us know. We can't speak on behalf of the basketball gods. Thomas saying New Orleans don't want they don't want the point fraud again, just like they don't want Eli Apple. Damn, it's just down bad for the point fraud in NOLA. And again, he was on that Pivot podcast acting like NOLA loves him. And your man's Ryan Clark was co-signing now. He could have just been co-signing for the pod. You know what I'm saying? But he's from NO. So I don't know. Man, I forgot the NBA finals are going on right now. Nah, facts. That's too many days off, bro. Too many days off. Yeah, you see it. Too many days off, bro. The 2 days off. Imagine if someone brought this up. I forgot which podcast I was listening to. Someone brought this up. It was a good point. Like, you see how they're doing this every 2 days? Well, where it's 2 days off in between games. The Lakers needed that in the Western Conference Finals. If they could have had that in the Western Conference Finals, they might have been able to get a game. They might have been able to get one game against Denver if they would have had two games off. Oh, you like that, Scrubs? You like that? All right, man. This for to make sure, man. This for to make sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo. I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to make sure, you know. Oh, man. Point forward is set for life. Yeah, man. Yeah. He befriended the right crew. He got down with the Banana Boat crew. He worked his way up to be the NBPA. He extended the contract, max contract for himself and himself only. And yeah. Magic Man, I have a Messi jersey and I'm cool with his decision. Oh yeah, Messi cashed out, man. I think the biggest part with that is he's getting money on the back end. The money that he's getting on the back end from not just, Adidas, but Apple. You know how rare it is for Apple to give you bread on the back end? Like Apple, the streaming service provider of the MLS, is kicking bread in revenue. That's before they touch it. Psh, Messi that dude, bro. Messi that dude. Your mom is attracted to Messi? I mean, Messi's, look, hey, he's close. He's in the States, bro. Moms want to pull up. Hey, man, I'll just say this. Them soccer dudes, like we talked about Zion out here looking for his baby moms on Pornhub, allegedly. Messi and them, they got the high-class Johns. Like, you'll never see Messi out here with a John in her Twitter feelings like this. You will never see Messi out here with a chick that is messy like this. Like, you will never see Lionel Messi being aired out by some John for hours like Zion. Hours like Zion. No way. No way, bro. You will never see that, bro. Messi got them ones that know to keep it low, and they know they the side. Ain't no sides trying to run up and be the main in the Messi harem. And to keep it real, and some of your NBA players' harems as well. I won't name no names now, but once I got this Discord up and running, we'll talk soon. Oh, man. I'm still just taken aback by this point fraud news. It's like literally, I'm like overjoyed. Like I can float today. I could float today, even though there's orange smog outside my window. I could float today. I could float. I appreciate you those who are pulling up. If you could drop a like button, hit that like button, I would appreciate it. The algorithm likes that, so I like it. We've been talking here a lot about Zion Williamson and how allegedly kind of sort of picking out his baby moms on Pornhub, allegedly having the side piece who thought she was the main air him out, not just once, but literally for the last 24 hours on the Elon app, aka Twitter. She's just been airing out all the nonsense you could imagine. And she finally stopped tweeting. As again, you see the screenshots. She finally stopped tweeting 3 hours ago. But for 24 straight hours, she was airing out receipts of Zion in her connection to Zion. And that's why I keep telling bros, I know you think you're getting it off. I know you think you're sneaking. I know you think you can't get caught. But when you out here on Snap using your real name, when you're out here with no team that knows how to create damage control to stop this woman from tweeting for 24 hours straight about y'all business, this is why you're 23 and she gets to just air you out saying how you thought you were going to be the next LeBron. I helped you. I molded you, so on and so forth. It's crazy, bro. Your man Zion bugging. Your man Zion bugging. All right, let me. This shit is wild right there. That whole tweet is wild. Oh man. Messi wife is beautiful. All right. You think that's gonna stop anything though? Let's see. Oh, wow. Damn. Messi going in like that? Oh, she's way younger. No way they're the same age. Let's see. Can we find Messi wife? Oh, there she is. Oh, they were childhood friends? Oh, yeah, he's definitely... All right, man, I'm not going to say nothing. That's his, like, local homegirl, like... Nah, she's bad. But Messi going to be in South Beach, bro. Messi going to be in Collins Ave, Biscayne, like, bruh. Oh, big facts, Magic Man. Big facts. Big facts. Yeah. We're pro Messi on this side. I was a Ronaldo guy, like Ronaldo v Messi, but I learned. But I still have Ronaldinho as my GOAT. Ronaldinho is my GOAT. He was the Allen Iverson of football. He's the only soccer kit that I've kept and I've maintained. Like that yellow Brazil Ronaldinho kit. Whenever I wear it, it always rings off. I've had some great nights in that kit. So that's why Ronaldinho is my guy. I've seen Zion play a couple of times and the point fraud one time. I mean, I don't think they I think the issue with Zion is more so just about, and we spoke about this at the beginning, like he just doesn't have an OG. Sometimes you just need someone, whether it's, it could be a woman or a man. Most likely it's not going to be a parent. Like you just need someone to pull your coat and be like, yo, bro, you moving funny. Or when you're in a jam, like, yo, I just went to my gender reveal with my girl and my side piece is now live tweeting all of our shit. You need an OG. And clearly, by the fact that the woman was still tweeting as of 3 hours ago, there is no OG. There is no OG. Yeah, I'm not sure why they recorded them making out. And that was on the Barca account, right? Like, that was a Barca account that had that. Damn, was that Barca? Damn, they got all the pics now. Yeah, oh, wait, no, that was not a Barca account. Okay, all right, I thought that was a Barca account. But, yeah, it's wild, bro. It's wild. Whew. I'll give y'all a few more minutes, but man, I am literally, I'm on cloud nine right now. The point fraud has been waived. His contract was $15 million. It was only half guaranteed. He would have gotten the other 15 if they would have picked up the option. The option, I believe the date was the end of this current month. But they're deciding to not even deal with that and not even pay him the 15 mil. We're just going to outright cut him. And it is amazing. It is glorious. I like Ronaldo, though. He's a great player, just Messi is him. Nah, facts, though. Facts, though. It took me, I would say maybe 10 years ago, I was like, nah, Ronaldo is him. Ronaldo is him. Ronaldo is him. But then in the last 10 years, I'm like, oh, wait, no, it's Messi. It's Messi. Like, nah, there's no way around that. Nah. Thomas, him and Ja both. Yeah, both those dudes need OGs. Ja definitely needs an OG. Ja's out here, I don't know if y'all saw it. He's claiming that, it was a toy gun. His camp called the Breakfast Club. And I guess they're trying to use black media outlets to paint narratives and curry favor with the black audience. So Ja Morant's people are calling black outlets to get their narrative out about Ja Morant. And they're saying, well, let me see. I can probably find it here. What was it? Legion? I think Legion Hoops had it. Legion Hoops, I think, had it. Let's go here. Let's see if we can find the, I hate you can't press the search. But yeah, the Ja Morant stuff, just every time I see the point fraud. So oh yeah, this is what he was crying about on the Pivot Pod. My daughter had a little boy at school that said some reckless stuff to her and was like, "Your daddy ain't never gonna win no championships." He considers that to be reckless. Oh, this fraud of a human being. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is great. This is great. Oh, bro. Where is the jaw stuff? Yo, Nick, Swaggy P's got, oh yeah, is this it? Yeah. Here we go. So yeah, Ja Morant's camp claims the gun in recent IG Live was a toy. Adam Silver is still going to go through with the suspension, looking like it should be 30 games, even though the NBA knows it was a toy gun. So here's the issue, right? And I said this yesterday. I don't know how many of y'all got a chance to watch yesterday's, but I'll just say it really quickly. Even if it was a toy, that actually makes me think Ja is stupider than I thought. Okay? Having it be a toy does not absolve you, Ja's camp, because I don't think this is Ja. This is Ja's camp. And this is now the second example, probably a lot more, but just the most recent example, the second most recent example of Ja needing a new camp. This is not how you curry favor. You don't go to black outlets and try to paint narratives when you have one of the most player-friendly commissioners ever who let you lie to him and us and blame it on mental health. Blame it on stress and anxiety. Blame it on breathing exercises. We let you get it off. We let you skate. We let you slide. We knew you were lying. And then you get caught 6 to 8 weeks later? And now you trying to tell me it was a toy? First of all, your man's had the phone on you. You flashed the tool. He put the phone down immediately. But let's get past that. I'm supposed to believe after you got caught with a real gun in a strip club where you dropped 50 racks in a private strip club in Denver, right after Steven Adams addressed the team, although subliminally it was aimed at you and said we need to perform more like professionals off the court on the road. And your response is to go drop 50 racks at a private Denver strip club waving a gun on IG Live. After all of that, you're in the whip listening to NBA YoungBoy with a plastic gun? You think that makes you look better? Hold up. Ja Morant's camp. You think telling the public or leaking to the public that it was a toy gun after getting caught with a real gun on social media 6 to 8 weeks prior makes you look better than if it was a real gun? It makes you look less violent, but it also makes you look more stupid. And the fact that they're playing negotiations with the suspension out here, with this 30 games, this is nasty. Because this is painting a picture of if it ends up being more, which from everything I've been told is going to be more than 30, closer to 50. So when that 50 piece of game suspended drops, they want us, you and I, to be upset because it's 50 guns, it's 50 games for a toy gun. No. If you're dumb enough to have a toy gun on you after being caught with a real gun and you lost 39 mil because of a real gun. You thought having a fake one, a toy one, was going to be better? Fucks up with your man Ja, man. Fucks up with your man Ja. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it, man. The Ja stuff is just too much, man. Just too much, bro. All right, I'll hit the chat. Whew. What a great stream. Top 5 in no order. Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona, and Mbappe. Damn, Mbappe up there that early? Okay. I respect it. I can say for real, I would put Maradona in mine just off GP. Pele, again, I've watched more highlights of Pele from back in the day than Maradona to keep it a buck with you. But I'm not mad at that top 5. I personally would probably take out Maradona just for Ronaldinho, just because I fucking love Ronaldinho. But yeah, and Neymar was on that track, but you know, I won't say publicly what I think it is. Imagine, man. But Mbappe isn't in there yet, but he will be, so might as well put him in there. No, I agree. Yeah, Mbappe is him. He's next up. Ronaldo, disrespect can be wild, though. It's not like, bro, isn't his prime anymore. Like what you expect. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like 10 years ago, I was on that Ronaldo over Messi train. And then over the last 10 years, I have learned, I was wrong. So yeah, I'm not just saying that because of the last couple of years. I'm saying over the last decade, I've been like, oh no, I had that wrong. And I had to learn. I mean, Ronaldinho, there's a famous story of, Ronaldinho and Kobe. Ronaldinho introducing Kobe to Messi when Messi was like, 17, 19 years old, and telling him then, this one's going to be the greatest of all time. So if Ronaldinho peep game, and I was foolish enough to be running around here thinking it was still Ronaldo, no. I learned the lesson. I did the science. It's Messi. Scrub Zero, hostile takeovers, baby mama drama, point fraud wave, and Messi making bank today was a good day. Nah, facts though. Great day, great stream. I'm glad y'all pulled up. This is great. And mind you, the first stream, that shit crashed and burned. I still don't know what the fuck happened. So it's been quite the lively day today. Oh, man. Yeah, Jock, kinda dumb. I would take out the kinda, man. I would take out the kinda. Like, and his team. His team, too. Like, this ain't a smart PR move. This isn't smart. For the respect of Messi, I changed my pick today. It's been 2 weeks, bro. And can't you go back to Nets World? Or y'all did double or nothing? What happened? I thought you was going back to Nets World after a couple of weeks, unless it's been a long-ass 2 weeks. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can finally find the starting lineup stuff that we were trying to find when we found out that the point fraud was released. We'll head back to Underdog. Nope, that's not how you spell that. Microphone's in the way. Underdog NBA, let's see. What time is the game tonight? 8:30? It's another 8:30 start. Cody Zeller, in case you're wondering, probable. I just laugh. Just every time I see his face now, I just laugh. All right, let's see where we at. Yeah, we are about to get up out of here. I just want to see if we could find one last anything on the starting lineup. Another 8:30 start tonight. Okay. All right. I think we'll go ahead and call it a night there. What a great stream. Up, more people pulling up. All right, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I'll give it, let's see. We're over 2 hours. I'll give another 5 minutes. Give it another 5 minutes. Yeah, you see that, right? Yeah, it's only one game. So at least we get that, it's weird. You know, I don't, I kind of miss the 2-3-2 format. I ain't gonna hold you. I know why they don't do that no more, but I really like that 2-3-2 format. But I'm really anticipating. We'll even go to NBA.com. Let's go to NBA.com. Maybe they got some news and information in regards to the starting lineup. Let's see. Stats breakdown, related content. Let's see. Really, Scrub, you hated the 2-3-2? I don't know. I love the 2-3-2. Because if you are the road team and you if you're the road team and you steal a home game, shit, you could run 3 straight and be out of here. You could run 3 straight and be out of here. What was the point of home court? Well, you know, I mean, y'all know why they did that back in the day, right? They did that shit because of the Lakers and the Celtics. Like, it was too much, you know, cross the country traveling, all that shit, right? So that's why they initially did it, because of travel reasons. I just liked it because I felt like if you ever want to give the road team a chance, that's the only way. Like, what advantage does the home, like, I get it, right? Home court advantage, right? But if you hold serve, you're going to win no matter what. If you win your home games, you're always going to win no matter what. So the thing of having home court is you have more games on your court than the other team. That in itself is the home court advantage. It doesn't matter the layout. You still get 4 home games. That's the home court advantage. So I don't know what's unfair. You don't lose a home game. You're still getting 4. You get the first 2 and the last 2. I don't understand. Like you're not losing a game. You're still getting 4 home games. You'd rather have your home games split up that crazily? Give me 2 on the front end, 2 on the back end. We'll figure out what happens in the middle. If I can survive the middle, then I know I got 2 at the crib, and then I'm Gucci. Right, like I get that part, right? Like if you're saying that, but that's the only home games they get, though. Like, that's not an advantage to me. You have 3 games in your building. I got 4 in mine. Like, yes, you can have 3 straight. That don't mean you're going to win all 3. Just like I could lose 1 or 2 of my games at the crib. Like, in theory, you could win your first 2 at home and take the next 2 on the road. You could split at home and then take the next 3 on the road. Like, that to me is like a thing of like, you still got 4 home games, so you still have home court advantage. We just saw a team win 3 straight. With the Celtics just won 3 straight. The Heat won 3 straight, and the Celtics won 3 straight. Like, so, and that had no real home court advantage. They both won on each other's floor. Like, I say, take the first round back to the best of 5. You know, the play-in is fine. You can keep the play-in. I'm not the biggest fan of the play-in, but I can accept it for what it is, right? So accept that for what it is. But after that, first round, best of 5. And then second round on, you could do the whole thing of the 7-game best of 7 or whatever. But I think NBA Finals, let's shake that bad boy up 2-3-2. Conference finals and all of that, yeah, keep it the way it is with the 2-1-1-1-1-1-1, whatever. Fine, that's fine. Or the 2-2-1-1-1-1. There we go. But in regards to the finals, I'd rather have three straight games in Miami than do this 2, go back to Denver, come back to Miami for 1 more, and then go all the way back to Denver. Like, nah, give me 3 straight games in Miami. If the series ends in 5, I get at least one home game than the team without home court. Right. But see, you're banking on that. I don't know if that's something you can like ideally always bank on. So I understand that. I understand that if you lose in 5 and they got 2 home games and they got 3 home games, you only got 2, then what's the advantage? Well, the advantage is you're supposed to be good enough to beat them on their own court once. Take care of business on the road once, and you could get back to the crib for the last 2. Because that puts pressure on the road team. That's how it used to be back in the day. The pressure on the road team was, game 5, we got to be up. Because if we ain't up, we know it's going to be hard to win 2 straight on the road. The home team goes up 2-0 while the road team ties up 2 all at home. Then the history of game 5 will be on the road despite having the winning record. Right. But then if it still goes 5, if it's at 5, then you're guaranteed to get at least to 6. And if you could take care of business in 6 at home, you got 7 in the tuck at home as well. Like I get what y'all are saying. I think it's just, I would just like it just from a standpoint of, maybe I'm a little biased because of the traveling I used to have to do for games and shit like that. Like when that was part of my job description, like the travel sometimes could really beat you up, man. Like when I was doing NFL and, you're traveling for 17 weeks, bro, different cities, 17 weeks, hotels, 17 weeks, flights, 17 weeks. Like it's a lot, bro. They can get into the playoffs too. And they got college football mixed in it, man. It's a lot, man. A lot of frequent flyer miles, though. But, yeah. Oh, how do I feel about Josh Allen being on the cover? All right, we didn't talk about this. It's his turn. Like, who else were they going to put, right? Like, who else were they going to put? I mean, the thing is, are we still copping this? Like, I like the fact that you could play anybody on any platform. But are we still copping this? I mean, it seems like they just do roster updates every year. That's all they really do. But, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, right? Like, from the standpoint of, is he deserving? Sure. He is popular. He's on a team that's popular. He has that type of Q rating. He's a popular player. So I'm not mad at it. The thing I'm trying to figure out is how good is this game going to be? Like, this looks amazing. But again, the gameplay is never this. This is always replays and shit. When the game is actually playable at this level, when I can, like, my player looks like this, when I'm actually in movement, that's when I'm locked in. But I don't want to have to, like, do replays to get my shit looking like this, bro. Like, okay, that's a cutscene, so that's fine. This is a replay. Like, they're giving us replay shit. So it's like, I want this to be the every down, like, resolution. And talking about AI enhancements, what the hell are they gonna do with AI? I mean, they already had AI. It's gonna get progressively harder. Like, that's kind of, I'm not mad at it, though. I think Josh Allen, like, if we look at the guys who's been on it, it's his turn. I don't think nothing egregious about it. If Boogie Down was here, he would probably say something different. But I'm not anti it. Mahomes has been on there, twice already, right? Like, Mahomes been on there, Lamar's been on there. I mean, who else would we put on here? Maybe Jalen Hurts, maybe. Maybe you go Jalen Hurts. Like, who's the guy next year? Like, wasn't there rumors it was going to be Justin Jefferson? Like, he's that type of popular player where he might be able to sneak up and get a cover. But in terms of we playing this game, though, I haven't bought Madden in years. I'll keep it a buck with you. I haven't bought Madden in years, bro. I know Mahomes shared it with Brady, but Mahomes never had to cover Dolo. I thought Mahomes had a cover. I know he had the one that he shared it with Brady. He never had one Dolo. Well, then yeah, shit. It should have been him though. If that's the case, if Mahomes never had it, let's look at that Mahomes. Come on. Yeah, he had a cover in 20 and 22. Okay. All right, I was about to say, because if he's never had a cover, then yeah, that's blasphemy. Got you. Okay, bet. All right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they've had Lamar. They had there's not too many other dudes, man. Like, I don't know who else. Josh Allen fits, Josh Allen fits. I actually like this cover. I like the cover on the right better than the deluxe edition. I know Bill's Mafia is a thing or whatever, but I like this photo for the I guess the lesser version of the game, the standard version of the game. I'm not mad at that. See, someone was out here trying to put Jalen Hurts on the cover. I'm lit for that. I think Jalen will get his turn probably next year. Justin Jefferson was a guy I saw mentioned. But yeah, if it's going to be a QB thing, who was saying Burrow? Someone was in here was saying Burrow. Yeah, Magic Man. Yeah, I mean, Burrow's a guy. Yeah, Burrow be in the mix. AB, that was such a long time ago. Peyton Hillis. Let's see all the covers. Odell. Oh, no, we're not watching no ads. Barry. Calvin. Hillis. Breeze. Never knew Palomalo. God damn, I definitely didn't buy it this year. I forgot that ever happened. I forgot Fitzgerald and Palomalo made a cover. That's crazy. Brett Favre. Wait, so Aaron Rodgers has never made a cover? Wait, so Aaron Rodgers never made a cover? That's kind of wild, bro. I would have just assumed Aaron Rodgers has made a cover. That's kind of sick. I mean, maybe he turned it down? I mean, Brady's been on it so much. I mean, you might have, if the Jets have a banging year, you might have to throw Rodgers in that mix, bro. A QB that good, he's never had to cover? Now, again, maybe there was some other stuff going on there, but that's kind of interesting. I would have assumed Aaron Rodgers would have made the cover. Scrubsy, you think Herbert would get a cover? I'm not putting Herbert on the cover. Yeah, maybe. I think Burrow has to, but see, Josh Allen hasn't won anything either. I'll just say Burrow has to win a chip or I get back to the Super Bowl, but Josh Allen's done neither, and he's on the cover. Maybe Burrow needs a podcast. Josh Allen has a podcast, so maybe he's trying to get himself out there. Yeah, to 2013 would have been a good year to have Aaron Rodgers on there. Yeah, I agree with that. And pushing Herbert for a bit now, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I mean, I think Herbert. All right, outside of hardcore NFL fans, like I think Josh Allen has crossed over to where even the casual NFL fan knows Josh Allen and Josh Allen's face. You think people know Justin Herbert? I don't know if people know Justin Herbert, man. I think more people just know Joe Burrow off GP than Justin Herbert. Yeah, this cover, I like this cover. I like that cover. That's a dope photo. I fucks with that. This one, you know, Bills Mafia, all that bullshit, but. And trust me, ain't this many melanated people in no damn Bills Mafia. Okay? Let's just keep it. Ain't this much melanated people in no damn Bills Mafia. If anyone's been up there to upstate New York, you already know. Ain't this many damn melanated people in no damn Bills Mafia. Except for Griselda. Griselda might be the only dudes. Griselda might be the only. If this was, you know, West Side and Benny, and word. But random extras posing as Bills Mafia. Nah, come on, bro. Come on. That's a fair point. The Cats probably don't know Herbert like that, and he does play for the Wall Charger. Yeah, I mean, that team has never been good enough for anyone for the casuals to care about it. You know? Imagine, man, you're saying that there's a lot of melanated people like down here, front row of Bills Mafia. Yes, in the stands is fine. Stands is fine. I'm talking about down here though, like down here to where they could be actually, you know, gripping on pause to Josh Allen. But okay, I'll fall back. I mean, I've seen enough Bills games on Red Zone for me to be like, but we'll see. We'll see. This Jaguar Stadium looks nice, and I'm only bringing this up because we were talking about the NFL and where is it? Live football. And I will end it on this note, and I thank y'all for pulling up. Y'all been riding out for over a couple of hours. If you're just pulling up, I appreciate it if you hit the like button. This cover here, these pictures here, this is going to take a lot of money. The Jacksonville Jaguars are owned by the Khan family. The Khan family have a lot of ties to the UK. I'm just going to ask one question. If there was a team that would be willing to cough up control to get some Saudi money up in there, owner's name is Shad Khan. That's all I got to say. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. So, if we're putting these people in contention for the cover, you know, to tease it for this year, you see Hurts, you see Burrow, Micah Parsons. That's a guy, like who said, yeah, Scrub Zero X, any non-QBs. Micah, I'm surprised more Cowboys haven't made the cover, to be quite honest with you. Micah, Justin Jefferson. I think these three guys, I think Micah and Justin Jefferson for sure are in that mix. If the Rams weren't so horrible, I could see Aaron Donald. Let's see, who else? Non-QB. I mean, shit. If Bijan goes off as crazy as everyone says he is, Bijan could be in that mix. Non-QBs. Because it has to be a player that is name recognition, popular, exciting. Trying to think if there's another defensive player besides Micah. I don't think there's another defensive player. Aaron Donald is the only one that comes to my mind, and that's a reach. But yeah, non-QB offensive, I think Justin Jefferson is that guy. I think Justin Jefferson is that guy. I think you can make a case for somebody splashing. Maybe McCaffrey, C-Mac. If the 49ers do damage, I could see C-Mac. Kelsey's a big name. Casuals know Kelsey from the Bachelor days. So Kelsey's a guy that has that type of recognition. Jamar Chase? I don't know. I don't know about Jamar Chase. Like, real football fans know him. Fantasy football fans know him. But Jamar, I don't know. I don't think Jamar has the popularity. Certainly not in the same class as Justin Jefferson. Yeah, man, I'm just spitballing with that one, but I mean, to me, it makes too much sense. And when it comes to dollars, it always has to make sense. Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, that is the Cowboys, especially with Dak. Hey, Dak trying to get paid. Dak trying to cash out. He's still getting that Daniel Jones type bread. As of right now, no other defensive players. Okay, I mean, yeah. I think Jalen Ramsey was trending that way, but he's kind of leveled off. What about Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill should be in the mix. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is better in the playoffs than Justin Jefferson. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the cover on Madden, though. What about Kyler Murray? Nah. If it was COD, though. I'm surprised COD hasn't tapped in. I would be giving Kyler Murray all the skins in the world. You know, get a special Black Hawk edition with COD Kyler Murray edition. Like, I would be tapping all the way in if I was Call of Duty. Like, I don't know why they haven't, you know, just fully embraced the fact that Kyler Murray is addicted to the shit. Thomas Dalvin Cook? Huh. I could see Dalvin Cook if you're doing a running back edition, like where you split up the covers. Like, haven't they done that before where it's like alternate covers? Like, if you do that and it's running backs, like you can have a Derrick Henry one, you can have a Dalvin Cook one, you can have a Christian McCaffrey one, you can have a Bijan one, you know. I mean, I just think COD, bro. COD should be having him on the cover, bro. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know why can't Kyler Murray be on the cover of COD, bro? Yeah, Saquon. I mean, yeah, Saquon's a different thing. Yeah. He's got the talent to be on the cover, but just not the actual numbers. I mean, I knew you were trolling. I'm still serious about Call of Duty having Kylo on the cover, though. I think there should be a special Kyler Murray edition to COD. I don't think it's just teammates either. I'll just say that. Let's see. All right. 2.5 hours in, bro. That's crazy. For a restart stream? That's wild. All right. Let's do one last check. Let's see if there's any more information that we're going to get lobbied with out of nowhere. Chris Haynes going to give us some tea. Nope, same tea. Okay. NBA Central going to give us some more tea. Wow. They're doing some animation. The Phoenix Suns are looking to send Chris Paul to a new home. Oh, damn, they sending the point fraud to Taiwan, bro. They sending him to hoop with Dwight Howard. Oh, yeah. Has Dwight Howard responded? Dwight Howard's always been, you know, having the videos ready. Let's see. Let's see if Dwight Howard is aware of the news. Media. Damn, he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know yet. Damn, I thought Dwight was on point. He might be on IG with it. See, this is why no one takes Dwight Howard seriously. This lion looks deformed like a motherfucker. He's chained up crazy. Oh, that's right, he got kids. He's chained up crazy, so he can't do nothing. And here's Dwight front. He did respond? All right, so maybe I'm missing it. Is it just in the tweet? It must be on IG then. It's definitely not on the Elon app. Is he in the replies maybe? Nope, not in the replies. All right, so it's probably IG then. But yeah, he had the videos going around. Dwight Howard, James Harden. Oh, them videos. Yep, let's see. Yep, let's go ahead. Let me change up the sound. Let me get that. Then I'm definitely getting out of here after this. We just keep finding reasons to stay on. I ain't mad at it. Let's see. And the funny part is someone was definitely feeding him the names. Like, I want to know who the person was that's feeding him the names of all these players. Because Dwight was not coming up with this off the top.
Jordan Poole, come on. Julius Randle, come on. Let me stop. Ben Simmons, come on, man.
Hey, Ben back in the gym again. I know y'all saw it. Ben back in the gym again. He getting them shots up. Well, I guess he's getting the shots up. He's at least dribbling.
Shoot, ain't nobody beating us, boy. Clay, you can slide down here too, my boy. DeAndre Ayton, you and CP3, come on.
There you go, CP, the point fraud.
Shoot. KD. Come on, KD.
Silly. So silly.
Oh, you know who? Hey, they talking about him going back to Houston, but I think this might be a better look. James Harden, come on down here too, boy.
Also on House of Highlights, he responded. All right, let's see. Dwight Howard. All right, let me just go straight to House of Highlights. I guess we just go straight there. Yeah, see, I think if we're talking about non-QBs, Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. Now, Jamar skill-wise is there, but I don't think he's there. Yeah, not seeing nothing here. It's all good, though. I'll have it for tomorrow if there's anything substantial with that. So, all right. We're going to roll up out. I appreciate y'all for hanging in. Salute to Magic Man. Salute to Scrub Zero. Thomas earlier. All those who were able to pull up. Even if for a little bit it was a weird stream, but it was a hilarious stream. It ended up being an epic stream. So I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. If you have not subscribed, please do that. I got a lot of clips from the last few streams are on the channel. I did a whole deep dive onto the Live Golf and PGA Tour merger. Big video I put together about that from yesterday's stream. A lot of clips trying to push stuff out here, man. So, you know, the grind continues, trying to build an audience. Probably going to try to get a Ja Morant clip out there at some point. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, I'll have that ready for tomorrow, Magic Man. I'll lock it in. But I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Battery is draining out, so let me get out of here before this battery goes dead on me. So I will catch y'all tomorrow for another episode of Timeline T. I am the Sam D, aka Sam Duzame Jr. Peace.